Before we get started, this is the video that was up last if you want to go back and watch it. I'm definitely motivated to clean it. I want to clean it. Morning, making some breakfast. Starting out with some coffee. Caramel syrup from Dollar Tree. I made it the last time using this, and I also used cold foam. It's nearly gone, so I figured I would finish this off. Both of these are nearly gone. I went to grab the olive oil, but this was in the back of the cabinet. The top wasn't even on. I nearly spilled that all over everything. I'm glad that I caught that right now. And then it ended up pouring too much oil in here because I definitely did not want this much oil. Where am I going to pour this oil? Because I'm not using all that oil. Well, maybe I will. Spam sliced up. And then I'm going to go ahead and open up this can of low sodium potatoes. I always like canned potatoes for a backup. Heating up the grease, chopping up the Spam, and going to mix it with that. Some jalapeno juice in it or something. I think I'm going to do that. I have some jalapenos right here. Is this jalapenos? Relish jalapenos. Yeah. Put some jalapeno juice in it too. Oh, right, BRB. I'm going to check the battery. This is what the potatoes look like.
The Spam tried to cook too fast.
That jalapeno juice smells good. You guys know I don't really eat spicy food. I'm trying to work with what I have today because I'm out of groceries, you guys. And you know I don't have no eggs. And you know the eggs are, let's see, 3 times as much as they used to. We're gonna call this the test part of the breakfast because you know I might not like it. Now normally what I would do with this, I would put a scrambled egg in here and make it a breakfast bowl. The Spam cooks so fast, the potatoes in there, trying to catch up. These little bowls here I got from Dollar Tree. So cute. This is nearly gone, so it may not spray out how it would if it was full. So I guess it did. I intended to use this up on purpose today. Okay, nothing's coming out of there. BRB. This Periscope is keeping everything super hot. My Yeti is keeping everything super cold. So we're getting filled up so that we can clean this room. A little bit of clean with me. Are you ready? And then here's my breakfast finished. I'm gonna wait till it completely dissolves before I drink it. Getting prepared to clean the room. I'm definitely motivated to clean it. I want to clean it. Excited about cleaning it because when you have so many days where you weren't feeling well and you just can't do nothing, boy, I tell you, the energy is there just for me to just do everything that I wanted to do and I couldn't because I wasn't well. And one is cleaning because y'all know I like to clean. And I know it looks worse than it is, but I'm going to tell you that it's a situation where some people were coming over to check the maintenance, actually. Were coming in to check. What were they checking? The wall furnace, some squeaky doors, and a draft, a lot of draft. I just kind of shoved stuff in here. Plus, the living room is in a revamp mode too, so everything looks kind of out of place and out of sorts, but you know, I know what I'm doing, and you'll eventually see the end result. So for the living room, all the chairs over here, different things piled up over here, because that's the only spot that is out of the way. And then I was cleaning out my closet, the top shelf where all my pants are. So all of my pants are in this laundry basket because they were all over the living room at first, and by maintenance and a couple other people coming in, I didn't want them to see all my junk. So after I did laundry, I just shoved all the pants in there. And I have also sweats and sweaters and legging type things. So that's all there. And then I still have to clean out of my bed to make room for the Christmas tree to shimmy it under there. That is just a bag full of probably 20 to 25 years worth of greeting cards that are given to me by my kids and family members and co-workers. I want to get dressed first and then start the cleaning process in case if I need to dash out, I can do that, because I do need to pick up some prescriptions, and then I have to have some sort of x-ray my doctor put in for me, and then do all that Kaiser. Oh, then I have to start laundry. So I got a cover there. All of these covers are going to be on. I'm going to wash my curtains, the white bedspread, all of these pillowcases. All that's coming off. And then I also want to consider moving that shoe shelf behind the door. So I'm going to measure that. So if the door can't open all the way, that's okay, because just me and whoever else is in here, you just shimmy yourself in here. Am I going to have some faded shoes if I don't address that? Bye.
Of their kids. I wasn't able to find anything about her, but I wanted to point that out. I will use the pocket blush today, even though you know I don't really like this actually, but this is the shade of Freckle.
Look at this. Okay, if you can't read it, let me read it for you. Maybe a little personal.
So interestingly enough, as previously invested, they have had some other investment partners, including Angel Capital Management, who is also invested in Allbirds and FabFitFun, as well as Asser Management, who has a lot of sports investments as well as restaurants. Specifically, if you're here in New York, you might recognize La Picor Bianca. But where this gets a little bit messy is the most well-known Grande, Demi Lovato, and of course, Justin Bieber. But you might also...
This sheet is so soft. I think I'm going to use these two. I'm going to lay this down first, the flat. Do these belong together? Then.
That's clothing as well. I spoke about this in my 2025 predictions video. In that video, I look up trademarks from different beauty brands, and Hailey's beauty brand actually filed a trademark for R back in 2023 and then again in September 2024 for clothing, footwear, headgear. That's what the description says. I could certainly see this being a thing, considering that her husband already has a clothing kind of like merch type of brand called Drew House, working on a shoe line as well. And if Hailey did come out with clothing, it could be separate from Rhode, but I also wouldn't be surprised if it was associated with Rhode. And I think it would actually make a lot of sense and feel very aligned with her brand, because when I think of Hailey and I think of Rhode, I describe it as the brand selling a vibe.
Feeling healthy by leaps and bounds. Making a dinner that makes for a full day. And giving your best friend the best nutrients for their best life. Science did that. At Sprouts, our wide open layout invites you in. With healthy around every corner and tasty on every shelf. This is that Sprouts feeling.
Her as this it girl, very aspirational. People want her skin, they want to look like her, they want to wear the clothing that she's wearing. People want to be Hailey Bieber. And buying a Rhode product feels like you're buying access to that. It feels like you're buying the opportunity to be a cool girl. You're buying access to the cool girl club that they position Hailey as being the head of. I was watching an interview she did with Forbes, and they asked her in that interview if authenticity or aesthetics were more important when selling a product. And she actually talked at length about how they were equally important, and they crafted Rogue with that in mind. She says, I've infused so much of myself into the brand, so when people get a hold of the product, I want them to feel like they got my vibe through the brand. Again, kind of selling this opportunity to have access to Hailey, or to be like Hailey, or to buy into this cool brand. Quote from Melanie Bender, who was the CEO at the time of this quote. She said that we are speaking to her, being Hailey, more than once a day to build our formulas and priorities around what she identifies as a need in the market. And in my opinion, the phrasing of we speak to her more than once a day would signal a minor involvement, but who knows? Now, like I said, Melanie Bender was the CEO previously, but she is no longer when Melanie left in 2023. Rode later promoted Lauren Ratner to president and chief brand officer, and if you're Nick Vlahos became the CEO of Rode. He was previously at The Honest Company and Clorox. But let's talk about who Rode is today. The brand has been wildly successful. In 2023, they expanded internationally, and 2024, which is actually close to what the brand. However, they have had their fair share of criticisms, especially for the which I will say the refined beauty and fancy beauty have had that has rocketed their celebrity founders. You know, they're still a pretty young brand, but they seem to have cracked those.
Do I want this banging into that? Wow, I didn't know it was only going to be that amount of space. What do you think? I'm okay with it. I have a feather duster too. I feel like that would have been faster. I dust this on a regular basis, but you know how like when you're just setting up again, you want to start over. And plus, I don't even know what I was going to say, and plus whatever. I was thinking if I need to, you know, do under on that, so go down the legs, this part. Alright, so. This is my new belt. Scrape is not supposed to be there, I'm pretty sure. I really don't want to put these shoes back on, you guys. I just don't. So what I'm gonna do to get them out of the way, I'm just gonna put them on there all willy-nilly, not so much the proper way. It's just trying to summarize where we're at, because I'm about to throw them shoes on the shelf any kind of way. I know this is not ideal, but what was I gonna say? It's not ideal, but nothing is when you have a place that don't have proper wall. I'm gonna go ahead and move the shoes over, and you don't need to see that because I'm gonna turn the TV back on. This is exactly why I'm happy that I moved that shoe rack. I'm gonna get a nice breeze coming straight in from the window, and then I have this whole view. I must admit I did not clean up past putting up the shoe rack. I got this nighttime view again, and that breeze is not blocked. Yes. My arm's better as far as the bruising. I went to my doctor and I was telling her that I fell, and she just stared at me, and I was like, I don't know when the last time I fell. And now I sort of make a thing where I ask people, when's the last time you fell? When's the last time you fell? Because people don't even realize when's the last time they fell, just like I did. And I was like, when's the last time I fell? Oh gosh, I'm just coming home. Been here long enough to grab a snack because I didn't cook anything, and it's my Friday. I don't really have food. It's drizzling, raining, sprinkling out there now, and I kind of really wanted a hamburger, but I thought to myself, I'm going home. I'm not paying for no burger. Anyways, I just wanted to pop in here and say hi. I'm starting out my Friday, cozy and comfy. Start the quinoa with you. Haven't had quinoa in a long time, and part of me kind of forgot how to prepare it. And then I also wanted to make some chickpeas. So I think I'm just gonna call it like a day where I'm making some sides, because that's what it's ending up being. Because I don't really, do I have any meat? I have that whole chicken still, another one. And I think that's it as far as the meat, because I'm just not necessarily a meat person. Oh, let's see, we're gonna go ahead and prepare this by 1 cup of quinoa to 2 cups of water. So, 1 cup of water, or 2 cups of water. Same way you cook rice. I usually put a bouillon cube in there. Out, but let me go see how this dries. I'm down in the seasoning cabinet. I got this from Amazon, and I forgot why I purchased it, but I wanted it like the next day, like it said it was coming, and it didn't. So I just asked them to cancel the order, and they just said they sent it anyway. I hadn't received it by the time I was trying to cancel it, but they just said just keep it or whatever. And I'm trying to figure out what is it used for, because I don't even know why would I buy cumin? That's just so odd to me. Why would I buy that? I like the way it smells. I don't know what it tastes like. Haven't been cooking much lately, you guys, so both of these are in the process of being used. This one is Winco, and one's Walmart. I wonder if you can mix them together. What's the expiration on this? 2027. It's the same thing. Let me get the quinoa up in here. I feel like I need another bouillon cube up in there. So this is 2 half cups, which I feel like when you measure out 2 half cups, it ends up being like way more than the 1 cup. I just like the color of when you add turmeric. Is anything coming out? Yeah, it is. All right, if you can just let me know what you use this for. Crack the tip open. It smells like chili, like something you put in chili powder. Chili. It almost smells like chili powder. Throw that in, because bring this to a boil. You guys know what it looks like, because I've made this many times on my channel, but we'll go ahead and get back at least when it's done. I usually could use this in a dump sense, like I can make a dump meal with it. I don't have anything to dump. Like literally nothing to dump. Because the dump would consist of leftovers unless I cook some more Spam, I can do that. So I have that Red Bull. Oh, I got another little drink too that I was going to drink the other day. So little, I forgot it was there. This right here. It was $1 at Walmart. And I think I'm going to cook all this. About putting this in some sesame oil, because I like sesame oil. I like the taste of sesame oil. And I'm wondering because I know I'm going to dump it in there, but I'm thinking if I put it in sesame and I don't like it, if I choose to eat some of this plain, then that's going to be a problem. So let me leave well enough alone and just not do that. And I definitely do not like to practice using regular oil. I usually put hot sauce in the quinoa too. I'm going to put some hot sauce in here in a minute. Just going to use this. That was a lot. I'm nervous now. That was a lot of hot sauce. I'm nervous. I really am. So we're just going to put these chunks inside it, like I said. So you saw I made a spam breakfast, a breakfast bowl, and it was not even enough food for a baby. I put some ketchup on it. I don't think I would normally do that if I had a real breakfast bowl. What it's looking like, both of those. I hope I like this. Iced vanilla berry. Sounds so good. You know, I was saying earlier, it probably wouldn't be a bad idea to, when you wake up in the morning, even though your counters are clean from the night before, that you wipe them down before you start dropping your food on it. And then, because if I drop food on my counter, I'm not eating it. I live in an apartment. I got neighbors, and I don't know what kind of critters they have that try to visit me in the middle of the night. I'm going to go and get the vacuum cleaner. Good thing it's not too late where I'm disturbing somebody. Take care of this over the weekend anyway, by cleaning up the floor, so the rug underneath.